Hello all. It is approximately, 10:29 p.m. as I am filming this. You may notice that my hair is kind of a mess. I haven't really got much out of bed lately other than eating. And the reason being for that is because, dramatic pause, here we are. This is the reason. Book 14, The Wheel of Time, the final volume. Honestly, this is 90% of the last 2 days, minus work, for me. I'm already on page 274, I believe. Though, to be honest, I did skip the prologue. 74 pages. I'll probably get back to that, but that's too much for me right now. I don't know. A lot of this book for me was really big for all of high school up until now. I think it's been about 15 years I've been reading this series. And I just wanted to show you, I have every single edition softcover that has been released to date, or I just probably will, including Legends 3, which actually has a preview of the prologue issue, or book I should say, that was eventually released. I don't exactly remember when without looking at the dates. It was probably 4 or 5 books in, I would guess. But there they are, up to 13, and of course 14 that I just bought yesterday. So yeah, this was really big for me growing up. I actually, when I first found these in the library, I actually read the third book before I actually knew it was part of a series. I liked the idea of it, and so I read that. And yeah. This here, just for the sake that I have it, or to show it off, I have it here. I actually got this for Christmas, I think 2 years ago now. And I think I read this through in about a month and a half. Again, that was pretty much all I did, especially if you're waiting like a year or two to read each book in turn. You're gonna, at least I did, I went through them pretty quickly. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys and share a bit of what I'm into. Just, for the sake of just saying, yeah, here it is. This is what I got. Not much else to really say on it, but honestly, this is what is getting me into writing myself. I don't know if I'll ever reach the level of these books, but the style, I think, and the tone is almost what I would aspire to be with my writing, but honestly, reading over this one here as I have, I actually just stopped reading it just maybe 10 minutes ago so I could film this. I don't think I'll ever reach that, at least not right away, in how I would, go about writing. Anyway. I just want to share this with you guys, give you a look at my collection. I am actually keeping it in my dresser here, or my side table rather, just right beside my bed. So it's kind of convenient. I just roll over and I can just pick a book out and just read it, and go over, the favorite chapters, favorite spots in each, which is very convenient for me, seeing as I don't have my my book stand set up at the moment. Last bit of information I was going to say. I don't have it on me. I didn't think about this till just now. But actually, when I did get this book, I actually got a calendar for the year. I guess it was 2 years ago. And it was actually in that calendar. It was a Wheel of Time calendar. I believe it was artwork based on the book from different artists or what have it. Again, I haven't looked at it in a while. But that was actually, especially at Christmas when I did get it, I opened it up to find out that Robert Jordan had actually died, which really surprised me because I had no idea. I knew there was a good bit of time between the second and the third book. Actually, no, honestly, now thinking about it, it probably wasn't this. It was probably the one before that, because that's when I found out about it. So it was probably book 12, actually, now that I think about it. And that really surprised me. Like, I had known about uh, that there hadn't been a book, and I thought it was just one of those, it takes a while to get out kind of ideas. Like they said, they were going to maybe break these two and the one before this into a one single book, which they ended up breaking into three. But I expected that was what was holding it all back. And then I heard about it, and then I saw the book, and I said, "Oh, good, it's out." And then I read about it, and damn, man, it's terrible. Of course, it happened many, many years ago by now, I'm sure, but still, it's a rotten deal. It is nice that he thought ahead to get these out. Uh, we'd all be so lucky to be able to plan ahead like that, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just glad they're finally out, they're released, and I can finally get into it and find out how it all ends after 15 years of sitting on the couch in, well, not 15 years rather, but my whole high school thing was I would sit in the library in high school, and I would just read during the lunch breaks. I wouldn't even eat most of the time, and I'd sit there with my friend, and we'd each have our books. He would read something else, and then I would read these, and that was my high school. That was me growing up for 3 years, and it went from there to the point where I would say to my folks, "Look for these books specifically because I want them, and I'll give you money for them." Because of course, right out of high school, me anyway, I didn't have a job. Even $10 was hard to come by. But yeah, these growing up were really big for me, and they inspired me, and hopefully I can make something out of the inspiration one day. Hopefully sooner than later, honestly, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I just wanted to share this. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much, and I hope you enjoyed it. And by all means, if you haven't read any of these, I know it's quite a lot. A lot of these are 800 to I think even 1,000 pages, I believe. This one was over 1,000 with the glossary and everything. But if you can, at least read one of them, give it a shot. I would say it is a very good story overall, and worth it. Of course, beware getting hooked because you're going to be spending a lot of time with it afterwards. So, yep, just wanted to share my little bit of history with this series, and glad it's finally come to an end. Honestly, I didn't expect it to be this long, but all the better, right? Yeah. Uh, there was probably more to this, but I'm drawing a blank, so I'll just leave it at that. So, again, thanks, and I will see you guys all later. Okay, bye.